Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to another Will I Buy It type of video. I've been seeing a lot of new releases come out that either have piqued my interest or I just want to comment on it and share my thoughts. I figure we could sit down real quick and talk about those products and I can let you guys know if I plan on purchasing them or passing by them. Before we get into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Mr. Rebates. This is going to make my second sponsorship on this channel, which is just really cool and a little crazy to think about. I have mentioned them in the past and I'll go ahead and link down below and up here in the eye the video where I did talk about Mr. Rebates, and I do have a blog post on my blog as well, kind of detailing and breaking down how to use Mr. Rebates and some of the ins and outs. But basically, Mr. Rebates is a cashback website where if you go to their website, click through their links to shop at a store, you will get cash back. I'm someone who tends to use a variety of different types of cashback website, whichever one's higher, but honestly, Mr. Rebates is always my go-to when it comes to shopping at like Ulta, because their go-to usual cashback for Ulta and Sephora, I'm relatively sure, but I shop a lot at Ulta, so I know this by heart. But their standard cashback is 5% at Ulta when you shop through their links. But yeah, Mr. Rebates is a really awesome cashback website. They have thousands of stores that you can click through and get cashback on, and no charge to you. If you're new to cashback websites, there is absolutely no charge to you to have an account and to get this cash back. Literally all you do is open a free account, use their links before you shop like normal, and then boom, you have some cash back coming to you. And then every so often you can ask to get a check, a PayPal, or they can even direct deposit it into your bank if you want. I usually go with PayPal just because that's what I do. So anyway, yeah, it's a wonderful website. I've saved a lot of money on, gotten a lot of cash back over the years. And with the holiday shopping coming up and Black Friday just days away, I wanted to just share with you guys that Mr. Rebates is a fantastic cashback website, and I would definitely keep an eye on their website for when you're shopping on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I'm looking down at my notes to make sure I get this right, but they're going to have extra cashback Christmas promo that runs the whole of the Christmas shopping season, which will include cashback increases from almost 1,000 stores. So definitely something to keep an eye on. As we're getting to December and shopping more, they're definitely worth your time to make an account and then check and see before you're making a purchase online if you can get a really nice cashback bonus from Mr. Rebates. And also for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, they're gonna have a special coupon section that'll go live on those days. So I can't give you guys any sneak peek, but they're gonna have special coupons, special discounts at certain websites, it sounds like. I will have their website linked down below. That is going to be my referral link. So if you use that to sign up, thank you so much, because that will go through as a regular referral. I don't get anything extra special for doing this sponsored video. They paid me a set fee to do this sponsored video, so the referral down below is just my usual referral that any customer of Mr. Rebates gets. And if you want to use it, I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much for that. But yeah, as I said, I will have their website linked down below, and also my blog post where I go into depth about Mr. Rebates, and then also the video where I talk about Ulta, shopping at Ulta, and using Mr. Rebates. I'll have all those linked down below if you guys want to look more into it. But yeah, with all that said, thank you so much, Mr. Rebates, for sponsoring this video. And now let's get into the Will I Buy It portion, and let's talk about some new makeup releases. So I should clarify and let you guys know, I am filming this on a Thursday, the Thursday before this goes live. So if there's any new releases that pop up over the weekend, I can't really comment on it because I'm not aware of it at this moment. So the first thing I wanted to touch on was Kaleidos, or Kaleidos. I always struggle saying that word. I don't know why, but Kaleidos Makeup is launching liquid lipsticks and glosses on the 25th of November. And I wanted to comment on this because Kaleidos Makeup is a brand that I am just keeping my eye on. I tried their Sci-Fi Greens palette, really enjoyed it. They're a new indie brand that I think are doing really fantastic things and really bringing quality and unique items to the market, or unique palettes is what they've done so far. They just released highlighters not too long ago. I skipped out on the highlighters just because the packaging wasn't like super my vibe, and then I'm not crazy about highlighters, so I was just like, Katie, you don't need it. But I've been eagerly awaiting to see what else they come out with, and they just recently announced that they are coming out with glosses and liquid lipsticks. So I'm honestly pretty darn tempted for the liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna tell you right here, I have no interest in the glosses. I'm not a gloss wearer, and I have way too many glosses in my collection already for someone who isn't really into glosses. So definitely skipping on the glosses, but the liquid lipsticks keep turning my eyes. But I am not going to get them anytime soon. I think in the future, if I were to ever place like another order, if they came out with more palettes that really intrigued me, then I might pick up a liquid lipstick. But just for the purposes of like getting it on the launch day. I have so many liquid lipsticks, I don't need it, and I'm not going to be able to like review it or feature it at all really on my channel after I get it in, so it doesn't really make sense or isn't worth it for me to jump on it on release day. So as much as the liquid lipsticks intrigue me, I am going to pass on it. And I just realized that I should have scooted over because I have no place to put the images. Okay, so sorry about that. That picture is probably really small or over my face or something. Editing Katie is probably really happy with me right now. But anyway, let's move right along. And I wanted to touch on the Trendmood Box. This is coming out sometime soon. She just keeps saying sometime soon, but I have a feeling she's going to launch it on like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or something like that, because she just put a little reminder post out. So I have a feeling it's coming up really soon. And I figured I would just touch on it, but I'm not going to be signing up for this, and I don't think I've ever really hidden the fact that I'm not crazy about Trendmood or crazy about supporting Trendmood, just because I don't like to get into it, but her past isn't the best. Like how she got popular and famous wasn't through, well, I guess it was hard work, but it was through, you know, stepping on a lot of people to get where she's at, and that just always rubs me wrong. And I think it's because I saw that progression. Like I found her before she was, I don't even know how many like followers she had on Instagram, but I found her just as she was starting to become popular, and I heard about what she was doing to like all my other blogger friends, and that just rubbed me the wrong way. And I think even though now she doesn't do that because she's on all the PR lists, so she doesn't have to steal other people's pictures because she gets products in time to take them herself, just knowing her history, I have a hard time supporting her. So for that reason, and then also because, I don't know, not that I think there's going to be problems when she comes out, but I'm just curious to see how it goes down. Let's put it that way. I'm just curious to see how this goes down, and what also what she's going to be including, because the sneak peek that she gave, or the sneak of what she would include, is the hottest new products in makeup and like never before seen products as well, like stuff that's going to be coming out but no one's seen. So part of me is just like, as the queen of leaking makeup, I just find it hard to believe that she's going to be able to stick stuff in her boxes and not leak it before. I don't know. I just find that somewhat humorous, I'm not going to lie, because I mean, I feel like everyone knows Trendmood is notorious for leaking things early or when she's not supposed to. So I'm just like, how are you going to keep a secret and include products that, you know, no one has seen yet or even like got an inkling of coming out in your boxes if you're always the one leaking it? I don't know. I just think that's funny. So anyway, I'm curious to see how this goes down. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna watch the unboxing videos any of my friends do or whatnot. I'm curious to see what she includes and what it's worth. I don't think she's put a price or anything on these monthly boxes, or is it monthly? I don't know. She doesn't have a whole lot of information besides just saying it's coming soon and get ready. So I will definitely be watching from, you know, the sidelines, but I have no interest of actually getting it. So let's talk about Jaclyn Hill. Now I think it's kind of funny because Jaclyn Hill, like her brand and the lipstick, like Lipstick Gate is what everyone calls it, that came out when I was sick over the summer. So I was able to kind of like just stay out of it all, but boy did it give me some entertaining content to watch when I was so sick and feeling miserable, because boy was that a crazy couple months or weeks or whatever it was. That was fun to watch from the sidelines. But anyway, she's coming back. I kind of agree with everyone else saying that this is really early, but she's coming back with a holiday collection, and I also didn't realize it at the time, but I was watching a Raw Beauty Kirsty. She just uploaded her video last night, and this is a limited edition collection, which I just think is, I totally agree with Kirsty. I think it's really weird to have a limited edition when you've only launched one other product in your line, and that one was terrible. And so to come out with a limited edition line, it's like, why don't you start just like building your brand and like keeping things in? Because I mean, the lipsticks aren't for sale anymore, are they? So like, what is her brand? If this is limited edition and the lipsticks were terrible, she still doesn't have any like staple products. I don't know. I think that's weird. But anyway, have I even told you guys? She's coming out with highlighters. And honestly, I think this is really on brand for her. Honestly, I was surprised when she first launched her brand that she chose lipsticks to come out with, because I feel like highlighters made a lot more sense, because that's kind of where Jaclyn became popular or became well known as. But anyway, she's coming out with highlighters loose and pressed. She's also coming out with like a luminous powder and then some brushes. Now, as someone who's not crazy about highlighter, as I think I've mentioned before in the past, I have absolutely no interest in this, especially considering the prices, because in my opinion, they're kind of pricey, and I don't know, I just have no confidence in Jaclyn Hill brand at all at this moment, just because of how, not even just having the problems with her lipstick launch, but how it was handled. I just don't trust it. And I mean, would I ever purchase from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics in the future? Honestly, I don't want to, put it that way. Like, I'm not gonna say I won't, because then watch her come out with a palette that I just drool over, but still, I really don't want to support her, because I feel like the way that she handled it and the way she's just glossed over, and I've heard people are still trying to get refunds from the lipstick launch. I just feel like that was a horrible business practice, and for her to just kind of release something else and move on and just act like nothing happened, I can't get behind that either. So yeah, at this moment in time, I don't plan to ever really support Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics with my money, but the highlighters, with how expensive they are and how soon it's been since her lipstick fiasco, I definitely don't plan to purchase from her with this launch. So that is an easy no from me as well. So Colourpop just came out with a new line. I was almost hesitant to even include them because this is launching on November 21st. So I feel like by the time this video goes live, they're going to already have launched another product line, but I figured I would mention it now because the packaging on this, it's called the Butterfly Collection, is stunning. It's butterflies. I love it. I really enjoy butterfly packaging. I think the butterflies are absolutely beautiful. So the packaging on this is so beautiful, and part of me really wants to get it just for the packaging, but this is the palette. Like, hell boring. Looking at that, not even 2 shades excite me, so there's no way I'm gonna buy it for the palette or for just for the packaging. As pretty as it is and as tempted as I am, no, I'm not buying it. But I figured I would at least mention it because it is a new collection and it really did turn my eye just for the butterflies on the packaging. So this product has already been launched, but I think she's doing a restock around now or around Black Friday and whatnot, so I figured I would mention it. But it's the Tati Beauty, the Textures, what's it called? Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette. I'm sure this comes as no surprise to you, but I'm passing on this because the only shadows in this palette that interest me are the 2 oranges, and they look identical. So there's one shadow in here that excites me, and I think I have enough oranges in my collection to not buy a $48 palette for one matte orange. I know I already mentioned this already in my recent palette review video, but oh my goodness, I do not understand why she did that sequin row. I mean, I understand to a point because she was trying to do something innovative, and trying to make matte eyeshadows with glitter in them work is definitely something that would have been new and exciting and different in the beauty community, but it doesn't work. And out of all the reviews I've seen, if anyone gives reviews of like long-term wearing it throughout the day, everyone pretty much agrees that all the glitter falls out by the end of the day, or that it's just not there when they're blending it. So I don't know, I hate matte eyeshadows with glitter in them because it just makes no sense. It never sticks. It doesn't look good. While part of me commends Tati for trying to do something new, part of me is just like, girl, why? Like, that whole row is just a waste to me. And then on top of that, seeing the other reviews, I've heard that the whole, what does she call this? The metallic row isn't that metallic, which is really disappointing because, I mean, if you're gonna make a metallic row, make it metallic. Just this palette, while it's different, it doesn't make sense to me because I just feel like it's a lot of wasted space, I guess you could say. Because that sequin row is just like a carbon copy of the bottom matte row, except with glitter in it. And then the metallic row is almost identical to the glitter row, except it's just lackluster. And so for me, like, I like my metallics to be really metallic-y and beautiful, and I don't always want to have to use a glitter.
Hey, so Editing Katie here. I totally forgot I wanted to mention this, but does anyone think it's kind of strange, or has anyone else noticed besides me that like Colourpop comes out and has pressed glitters in their palettes and everyone is always complaining about them, but then Tati Beauty releases a big palette with an entire row of pressed glitters and no one's really saying anything and like having no problem putting it on their eyes? Like, is that weird to anyone else? I know I'm not an expert when it comes to glitters, but from what I understand, any glitter is technically not okay to put on your eyes and can hurt you or like cut your eyes. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny and humorous that like Colourpop is constantly getting dogged on for putting pressed glitters, like 1 or 2 in their palettes, but Tati Beauty comes out with a whole row and everyone's like, oh, this is so neat and pretty. So let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know if like Tati's glitters, are they like approved for the eye? Are they different than Colourpop's? I would love to know that. And if you have any insider information or anything like that about glitters, let me know down in the comments, because that's definitely something I noticed.
I feel like such a negative Nancy in this video. I feel like I've said no to everything, but there are some things that are catching my attention. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry if this is a very negative video, but Lethal Cosmetics is launching some highlighters on November 29th. They have one shade out at the moment. Let me double check on that, make sure they haven't launched any other sneak peeks. Yeah, this is the iconic shade, I think, but their wave length highlighters give an intense radiant shine that doesn't accentuate lines or pores for an always flattering all-day glow. This intrigues me. I'm very interested. There's going to be 6 highlighters in the range. I like Lethal Cosmetics. I've tried their eyeshadows. I was honestly really tempted in this palette, which is their Dreamsign palette. It's more of a palette instead of just their magnetic palettes, but you can still customize it in that you can put whatever shadows you want in it. So part of me is really tempted to get it so I can make my previous purchase from Lethal Cosmetics, the Hive collection. I can kind of put some 9 shadows in there to make it look more like an official palette and not like a magnetic palette, but I feel like that's a bit of a lot of money to spend just on looks. Anyway, I'm very tempted by this color story though. It's very pretty, but I don't need it just because it's very repetitive to what I have, I feel like, in the Hive collection than what I have in my collection in general. But the highlighters, I'm really tempted. I feel like I would enjoy them. I don't know. I'm not a highlighter person, but out of all the highlighters that are coming out right now, this one has definitely caught my eye, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye out as they release more of their shades. As I said, the time of filming this, there's only 1 that they've released, so I'll wait and see what the other 5 look like and how much it is, because I don't see that information. But this is definitely a maybe. This is a strong possibility that I might end up buying, and maybe I'll try some more stuff from Lethal Cosmetics, because I really do love their brand. I'll go ahead and talk about this because I think they're going to have a restock here soon, if not on Black Friday, but soon afterwards. I think they're going to have one more restock before Christmas at least. But I figured I would talk about the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette. I feel like I'm always late to everything because this has already come out and everyone's kind of already mentioned in their Will I Buy It, but I haven't talked about it, so I figured I could talk about it in my Will I Buy It here. But yeah, the only shades that really intrigue me in this palette is that yellow and the orange. And I've watched a bunch of reviews on this palette, and the overall consensus is that yellow is a pretty big dud and the orange is nice, I've heard, but knowing that the yellow is such a dud really kind of turned me off from it. And then overall in general, like, while I like those 2 shades, the red is fun. Overall in general, I was looking at this palette, this conspiracy palette, for so long trying to think of looks. I just can't think of any looks. I don't know. I was really curious. Like, I didn't watch any of the Shane Dawson documentary on this or whatever, his docu-series for this palette when it was launching, but I watched all of the like recaps from my friends like Smoky Glow. Jen Loves Reviews also commented on it a couple times, you know, in live chats and whatnot, and I always watch those to tune in and see what I missed. I'm never interested enough to sit through hour-long video. I just felt like it was kind of boring, but that was just me personally. So I never watched any of those, but I was really curious to see what kind of palette he would come out with, Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star together. I don't watch Shane Dawson. I'm not subscribed to either Shane Dawson or Jeffree Star, so maybe I just don't know Shane Dawson enough to see like him in this palette, but I just feel like this is such a boring palette, a weird palette, if I could say that. I just feel like it's so weird. I don't know. Anytime I look at this, I'm just like, what happened? So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to comment on it because even though I'm not a fan of Jeffree Star, I'm not a fan of Shane Dawson, I didn't watch any of the docu-series, I was still really interested to see what he would come out with and what his palette would end up looking like. And I think the outside packaging is 10 times way cooler than the inside, because the inside just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Okay, so next up I want to talk about the AmiHeartsBeauty and AmyLovesMakeup, their palette collab Alma. At the time of filming this, Amy just released her like reveal video of this palette, and this is so Amy in a palette. I was so excited for her. Not gonna lie, part of me was a little bummed that there weren't more greens, but as she was saying, like there's a lot of green palettes on the market, so she wanted to really go a more purple blue. And like I said, this totally looks like Amy, so I can totally see where she was going. I'm not someone who's crazy about purples, it's just not my vibe. I like yellows and greens and grunge. That's just me personally, but I am going to be wearing some purples here in the coming month. You'll see me in a lot of purple looks this December because I am getting this. Amy actually did reach out to me and ask if she could send me the PR, which I was so touched by that she wanted to include me in getting the PR. So I am going to be getting that. I have no idea when. I think the PR packages just went out today. But this is launching on the 29th at midnight for anyone to buy. So I don't know when I'm going to be getting it, but I cannot wait to get it and play with it. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like, but I really want to try to do eye swatches and maybe even a first impressions. I don't know. I've been prepping for Vlogmas this year to do daily uploads for 25 days, and it's kind of a lot, so it doesn't give me a whole lot of free time to throw in eye swatch videos or first impression videos, but I really want to try because I'm so very excited and happy for Amy, and I've been curious to try AmiHeartsBeauty. I've heard Amy talk about the brand a lot in the past on her channel, so yeah, this is a release that I was so very excited for her. Congratulations, Amy. You did a fantastic job with the layout. It's such a cohesive looking palette, and yeah, I can't wait to try it out. TerraMoon Cosmetics. I am really intrigued about because I think it was Amy's video. She just recently tried them, or she did a video on them recently. Really piqued my interest, and I really want to try this brand. But anyway, they are launching some new shadows on the 28th of this month. And this one right here, it's called Harvest. It looks so pretty. It's that duochrome or multi-chrome, whatever you call it. It looks really pretty. I love that shift. They also have a really kind of grungy gold green. I don't even know. Green, gold, orange, reddish shifts to it called Martian. They have a lot of pretty shadows that are coming out, and they're launching soon. Not gonna lie, I'm super tempted to pick up one at least. They just look so, so pretty, and it looks like they're having, you know, they'll have a Black Friday sale. So buy one, get one free, it looks like. I'm tempted. They also have this one shadow called Mood Ring. Ooh, that looks pretty. I don't know. This is one I'm eyeing. I need to go back and rewatch Amy's video to see what shadows she was recommending and trying out on her face, because I think she had some really good inner corner highlights that I might want to pick up one and try. But yeah, this is a brand I have my eye on, and when I saw Indie Makeup Spotlight share the Harvest shade, I was like, ooh, what's that? That looks pretty, because I like that copper gold green shift that it has going on. It's really, really pretty. So anyway, this one is also a high maybe. I'm not for sure yet. I'm not for sure yet, but I want to buy it. Okay, and wrapping this up, this isn't a new release, but I saw that Give Me Glow Cosmetics is having a Black Friday sale that starts on the 29th at 8 a.m. And their pressed highlighters are going to be $10. I hear so many people raving about their pressed highlighters. I really want to try one. They also have single shadows that'll be $5. Their pressed shadow palettes will be 20% off. So if you are wanting to try the Juicy Olive palette, I highly recommend it. It'll be 20% off. They also have matte liquid lipsticks. Never tried them, but I think I might look at a couple of their single shadows and then maybe pick up a highlighter, because after trying out the Juicy Olive palette, I want to try more from this brand, and knowing they're having a sale, I'm like, yes, I think Give Me Glow is going to get an order from me on Black Friday, because that sale looks really good, and I want to try more from the brand because I was so impressed with the Juicy Olive. Alright, so there you have it. Those are a couple new releases or upcoming releases as we approach Black Friday. Even a couple sales that are coming up that I've been really interested in and that I just kind of saved on Instagram to talk about in my next Will I Buy It video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I always like being able to kind of talk through my thoughts, because there were a couple launches that I thought I would definitely be buying, but the more I talked about it, I was like, you know what? Maybe you don't need it, maybe you do. So feel free to help me out down below if you've tried any of these brands, or if it, you know, with the Give Me Glow sale coming up, what products do you recommend by them? I'd love to hear that down below in the comments. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. I am so beyond excited and grateful to you guys, to Mr. Rebates for giving me this opportunity, but also to you guys for supporting me and watching my videos so that I can do a sponsored video like this. Like, that just amazes me, and I'm so very grateful. So I hope you will check out Mr. Rebates. I'll have him linked down below in the comments. Like I said, I use and love the brand, and I started out as just a regular customer before. Let me know if you are going to check them out or if you are going to sign up with them. I'd love to hear that. But with all that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.